They plan to become the de facto reserve currency of the globe in the distant future. Forbes reports that the financial firm BlackRock will be transferring $9 trillion, 0 cents, to Ripple Labs' digital asset XRP after authorizing an investment in the company and its digital asset. For this reason, one XRP will be worth anything between $200, 0 cents, to $400, 0 cents. Everything will happen in the next 4 weeks. Consequently, if you happen to possess any XRP, you ought to view this movie in its entirety. BlackRock has just stated that it will create the XRP ETF with JP Morgan. And we will prove that they will invest over $9 trillion, 0 cents, in XRP. But things are changing in the banking sector as well, and XRP is quickly becoming the new money. It is going to be a part of the United States plans to buy back almost $60 billion, 0 cents, worth of money from the Federal Reserve. You'll see all of this in today's video. Let us preface this by saying that all viewers will be eligible to get free XRP up to $100, 0 cents. Yes, what you read is true. Feel free to join by clicking the like button, leave a remark about XRP in the comment section, and select and subscribe. The next step is to follow the instructions in the description to register for Apple and finish the purchase. Just 3 simple steps, and it's fast. I think you should watch the film right away, so let's skip the introduction and get to it. A $9 trillion, 0 cents investment in XRP was announced by BlackRock, sending its price soaring to between $240. A number of times, BlackRock's CEO has said that XRP will outperform Bitcoin as the principal currency of DeFi. 4 times in public, BlackRock has made this assertion. The CEO of BlackRock even went so far as to say that $9 trillion, quite the valuable possession in the world. Central banks throughout the world are already using XRP, and its popularity is likely to eventually outstrip that of Bitcoin. Which one is better? Bigger and more profitable for you? The world's central banks are using as a resource or foreign asset. As we can see in real time on television, XRP is clearly the asset of choice for central banks around the world. It's like this video is going to play soon. Fox News reports that a major agreement was made between Ripple and BlackRock CEOs, enabling over $9 trillion, 0 cents, to be deposited into XRP. It is time to include the video. In light of the present situation of the computer and electronics business, the CEO of BlackRock claims that there must be a 10 basis point increase to make the exchange of foreign currency more accessible to all, a 5-point spread rather than a percentage. So I'm on board with the Libra idea. In my opinion, we should develop the technology to instantly swap out all of the world's currencies rather than mint new ones. You must always be ready for action. Tokenizing monetary assets is going to be huge soon, in our opinion. Therefore, there will be a one-of-a-kind QIP for each stock and bond. A single location will house all massive tome. Consequently, each owner, including me and you, will be assigned a distinct number. The problems caused by illegal operations involving digital currency, stocks, and bonds may be eradicated if we tokenize them. Tokenization allows us to develop strategies that are advantageous to all stakeholders, which is the most important component. Agreements would be in place right away. Think about how much stock settlement costs and bonds. Everything would happen instantly, though, because tokenization is just a line item. So, in our opinion, this is a major change in the use of technology to financial assets. If you would like to discuss voting alternatives, and anything else, it would be great if we always know who held that stock. Voting is almost here. Every single person has a commonality with someone else and can cast a ballot for their share. Also, I think it's important because cryptocurrency is a lot like digital gold. To hedge against inflation, national problems, or depreciation of your currency, you can think about investing in Bitcoin instead of buying gold. Bitcoin, after all, is a decentralized digital asset that may be used anywhere in the world. Presented in this way, it stands out as an advantage that individuals might make use of instead of, my opinion is that hope is the bedrock of BlackRock. When you put money aside for retirement, it's usually because you think tomorrow will be better than now. 100 billion XRP were predetermined at the time of its inception, long before Ripple came into existence. The reason behind this is that its architects had the intention of making it a global reserve money instead of a small quantity for a hefty price. Becoming a de facto international reserve currency was their ultimate objective. Take this into consideration. It is true that XRP is transforming into a worldwide reserve currency. There are 13 different central banks around the world that are buying XRP to use in the creation of their own virtual currencies. This is confirmed. About 9.4 billion euros holding XRP are 13 different central banks in the globe. Check this out now. In around 3 or 4 months, the price of one XRP coin will exceed $10,000 0 cents. One of the biggest banks in the world, JP Morgan, was once again the culprit in the breach. XRP has potential banking applications, says JP Morgan, and its price is anticipated to range from, we'll be able to see the results of this in 3 to 4 months at 7.50 cents and $10 0 cents. Since you are all paying attention, I went ahead and said that even one XRP may make you a lot of money. To be more precise, $10,000 0 cents. This time around, it wasn't only Wells Fargo and JP Morgan that were involved. Forbes and Bloomberg both confirmed this in a recent piece, where they sent over $60,000 0 cents to an XRP keeper. Proceed to read this literary piece. The new XRP value of Bitcoin is $75,947 0 cents. An extensively researched report, and this happens just as cryptocurrency is about to experience a huge surge in value due to this important announcement. Look at this second. Forbes actually released an article with the headline, "The New Bitcoin is XRP," in which Bard AI ensures, keep in mind that the price of the new Bitcoin is $759,472. No sense. Its name is XRP. Keep in mind that when BlackRock's CEO talks about XRP, he knows a lot about it. When they bring up the topic, they know that XRP will eventually supplant Bitcoin. It is becoming increasingly clear to Ripple's CEO that XRP was intended to serve as the world's principal currency. This is the updated title now reads $75,947 0 cents for one Bitcoin XRP. There was a brief window of opportunity before the website was pulled down. You have to wonder why they took it down. The answer is that they knew